Yes, the Lemon Ginger Blast 12.0. It's a constantly evolving juice, but the thing is I've got the base, and that is 8 apples, 2 cucumbers, a head of celery, a bundle of arugula, a bundle of dandelion, a bundle of mint, a lemon, a habanero, or today I used a couple of Hawaiian chili peppers, and then a big old chunk of ginger, okay? But now the ever evolving, so check this out, I'll save the best for last. I'm gonna add in some shilajit, okay? So then you've got all your minerals, and you've got pterohydrates, which are microbial communication molecules in the gut, which we're missing. Now, I eat more dirty earth food probably than anybody. I'm not trying to brag, but I mean, I go get dirty and I have dirt all over my hands, and then I'll have coconut, meat, and water for lunch. And when I'm cleaning the coconuts out, I eat a lot of dirt. You see, and they say, oh, it's unsterile. No, the world is backwards and upside down. Microbes, germs, bacteria, that's what makes life possible. So we're hyper-sterilized with the masks and the hand sanitizer and all the other chemicals and whatnot that are used to prop up an ill generation because we don't go out and eat the dirty earth foods anymore. So that's why the shilajit, the humic and the fulvic acids and the molecules in there that allow for the microbes to communicate, that keeps your gut healthy. There's a million ways to keep your gut healthy, but that's the main thing. And I lost my gut health when I got food poisoning, when my immune system was low, when the conditions of my life were very unfavorable, relationships, stalker, psychotic YouTubers, etc., 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 surrounded by people. I'm not really that much of a people person, Small doses is cool, but long, week-long, retreats and stuff like that, as far as like these big giant events and everything that I used to go to when I was Mr. Famous Raw Fooder guy, who have a much more chill life, and I'm grateful for it. So there is the just minerals. You can put that in your juices or your smoothies or anything. Next, I'm going to add the lifestyle. I just add a tablespoon to that. This is what makes it Lemon Ginger Blast, 10.0. And so that's got the amylase, the protease, the acid-stable protease, the bromelain, lipase, lactase, catalase, serrapeptidase, and glucoamylase, cellulase, papain, invertase, phytase, etc. So a whole range of digestive enzymes. I'll stir that up here. That just keeps all the stuff from accumulating in your gut, from the food that we eat in our modern society. It's also a blood purifier as well. And then the final ingredient here is the frankincense. Now, just one drop, my friends, of frankincense. Bop, that's all you need. This is particular for the DTM, but the frankincense cleans the brain, okay? And I constantly need it because I've had one hell of a hard life, okay? So I only use, for internal purposes, one company, one brand, and that's Wisdom of the Earth. I don't have an affiliate with them. I wish I did. They don't really have an affiliate program. But if you go to Wisdom of the Earth, I see all these people on the internet. They're like, here's the best essential oils, and they use the cheap crap. No. Wisdom of the Earth. These people are essential oil freaks, and they wrote the book. And they were right over there in Cornville, between Prescott and Sedona. So I'd stop by in there at least once a month to spend way more than I should have. But it is worth it because you can use them topically for medicine, parasites, cleansing your brain, blood, menstrual stuff, hormones, all kinds of amazing uses. They have a great book that I've carried with me ever since I found out about Wisdom of the Earth, probably 7 or 8 years ago. They're my favorite brand. Now, I'll use other brands for like cleaning and stuff like that. But for internal use, I only use Wisdom of the Earth because they are the top tier. So if you go over there to Wisdom of the Earth, tell them DTM sent you. I'm trying to convince them that, hey, start an affiliate thing because I will sell your guys's. You know, because when I do what I do, it's only, I get like probably not as many anymore because I've been shoved out of the algorithms and I've become irrelevant, thank God. But when I get all kinds of stuff, and I only like, boom, I don't even have an affiliate with the Green Star Juicer, but I only affiliate myself with the stuff that I absolutely love and the people. So again, same thing like let's say with the Morocco method. Anthony Morocco is my friend. So, and I love the stuff and I love Anthony. Boom, done. Okay? Now, I love Lifezyme and I love Lou Corona, Phil, and Dave and all their families and their wives and their kids. Okay, same thing, Hawaii Pharmacy. Boom, Doug and Jenna. I love Doug and Jenna. And I just made the most epic dressing last night using their culinary herbs. Can you dig it? So that's all I've ever done. And I know I get the comments and stuff, but if anyone understands, then they get it. They're like, okay, this dude is picking his people that he loves with the products that he loves. And so I know the answer is not products, it's consciousness. It's pure consciousness. So there really isn't anything to say about anything. There's no juice recipes, there's no raw foods, there's no diet, there's no exercise, there's no nothing. There's just pure consciousness, and it's a knowing that answers all problems, all solutions, done, finally, complete, eternal, divine, kingdom of heaven on earth. But until then, we're going to keep schlepping our way through this human experience. Can you dig it? And I think that it's really, really awesome. And so I want to say to the ladies over at Wisdom of the Earth, thank you very much. They just always open their arms to me. They come out to the lobby. It's in Cornville. If anyone's in the Arizona area, slip through there and go check out Wisdom of the Earth. Check out the ladies. Tell Cynthia that I said hello. And they're amazing, and they always had open arms, and they were so smiley and happy, and the whole place smelled like essential oils, and you can test them all out. There's like 300 on this rack of essential oils, and I'm just like, putting them all over myself. I got the jasmine. It's like $200 for 5 milliliters. I just saved that for special occasions, like if I were to give someone a massage or something, I'll put like 1 drop on their chin or maybe like right under their nose or on the nape of their neck and then spread it around so they can smell the jasmine because 1 drop is like $5, So I just nurse that. I nurse all of those, and I try to use them for medicinal purposes, and I'm using it today to, keep my brain in tip-top shape because like I said, your boy DTM is still working on the brain. It's been a hell of a ride. But I wouldn't trade it for the world because the hard path is what made me who I am, and it's really cool. Like, distress can lead to faith in God, and that's what happened in this situation. So I'm very, very grateful. So that is the Lemon Ginger Blast 12.0. I just wanted to say hello. This might be the last video I make in this kitchen. We're moving out. I'm going somewhere with no kitchen. Very, very primitive lodgings. Can you dig it? But I'm very grateful. It is very hard to find lodging here, especially at the last minute. The landlords decided they're going to build another house over there, so they just wanted, everyone to leave and just so they could come back and start their building process, and that's great. So again, we're closing 1 chapter here and opening up a new one. So if there's no more kitchen videos or whatever, we'll do some philosophy. I'll read out of some of my favorite books or whatever. But anyways, I did want to thank everyone for a lot of great support. I'm trying really hard to figure out this whole internet thing. I'm still probably the worst internet marketer influencer that there ever was. I'm really, really good at real life. I climb coconut trees, chop them open, make all kinds of amazing dressings and stuff, give them to my friends, climb the trees. They have fruit trees and stuff, and they're like, well, I'll go to the store and get some chips. And I'll be like, well, I got an idea. Why don't I come here, I'll harvest your fruit, I'll juice it, and I'll put some in the fridge for you. Just share them with me. And they're like, okay, go ahead, bro. So, I got a certain kind of a magic. I could see living foods, wild foods out of the corner of the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? And I just got, it's a radar. And we can constantly be using that. And then there's all the other stuff that I've been through the hard life to learn how to care for this thing and then to make it to where it's like, it's not like a she thing. It's like I have to care for it. I have to nurture it and I have to care for it. Otherwise it, because it's been through a lot, So I've learned how to care for the frame, and I recommend everyone else tries to learn how to do that too. It's a very stressful world. The propagandists have been lying to us about everything since the day we were born, unless you're like 130 years old. See what I'm saying? So the propaganda started particularly around the pharmaceutical and health stuff, right around the turn of the century. 1902 was the official date of the total process of the takeover of everything that was good, as far as herbs, as far as osteopathy, chiropractic, naturopaths. And I'm telling you, what's interesting about the lemon ginger blast, or what I'm sharing with you today, is that the herbalists were the ones that were always getting the best results, using natural stuff, herbs, supplements of what we would call it today, And then they took over, and we've been on a downhill trajectory ever since. But we can keep those. The laws are alive. But if we lose it out of our society, because all hail the science, you know what I say, the science? Okay, I'll give it two middle ones. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a crap about science if it goes against my basic common sense, which is what they've been trying to do. And I don't buy any. I didn't believe any of it from day one. I never believed in any of it because I've been tracking it all for so long that I don't believe any of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not going for it. And I just want to continue to promote the simplicity. I do my thing. It's a little bit, intense or whatever. But this is the herbal blend. Mm-hmm. 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 So, just one drop. Otherwise, it'll overpower. It's not like it would hurt you or anything, but you just need the one drop because it is absolutely perfect. So that is the Lemon Ginger Blast 10.0. A little bit from DTM. Just keeping this little thing going. I know that my range is like this. My range here on these videos and social media is like this. I'm walking a little tightrope. I'm down in the algorithms. I'm pigeonholed. It's like fruits and vegetables, which I love, absolutely. But there's other stuff I'm interested in, about what's going on to help people to try to be not falling for any of this stuff. Because, when they take out your organs and stuff, you don't get those back. When they cut these kids up, and when these adults call me and say, I cut my shit out, excuse my language, I'm like, well, there's no diet for that. I'm trying to tell people, don't let them cut you and burn you. That's the last thing to save your life when you are dying. But if you do all that cutting and burning and poisoning, that'll accelerate your way out of here. If I had cancer, I'd buy a giant bag of weed and just go home. You know what I mean? Because then it would be like, all you do is just chill. And you probably live like another 5, 10, 20 years. But if you go that other route, they burn you up, poison you, and it's all fear. You're going to die in 6 months. It's like, well, it took me 5, 10, 15, 20 years to develop the cancer. Why am I going to all of a sudden just die in 6 months? Because that's their training. That's their fear programming. But it's not real. You'd probably be living with cancer for another 5, 10, 15, 20 years chilling. Just go home and relax. Maybe you'll even heal. You'll be like, you know what? I'm going to change my life. And then it can just heal. Because it can be things like resentments eating you up inside, anger that you don't want to look at, fear that you're afraid to face, that's just eating you up inside. And it's like red alert, red alert, red alert, check engine light, check engine light. That's what that is. That's what all of it is. Joints, inflammation, this, tendinitis, imbalance problems, hormones, red alert, check engine light. And then you go to the medical thing and they're like, oh, well, let's take some black tape and stick it over the check engine light here by some drugs or some cuttings. But no, man, you don't cut it out, you clean it out, detoxify. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. And there's like all the way to the tippy toppy, all the way down to like, the whatever. I'm not even going to say it because it's a whole long list. But we're going to go over it. One of these days I'm going to tell you the whole story. We're going to do it. But right now I'm just trying to eke by. So I want to thank everyone, man. I'm trying to restart this new channel. It's not getting nowhere. I'm barely eking by, but I'm not trying to complain. I'm just saying, if you see a little bit of desperation, it's always kind of been that way. But I have this survival program that I got stuck. I'm trying to use the spiritual path, sadhana, meditation, faith, to face everything and just, do everything I can in the natural to sort of, the winds of grace are always blowing. And it's just up to Dan, it's up to you, us, to just open the sail. You know what I mean? Like, how do we do that? We work on the diet, we work on the health, we work on the forgiveness, we work on sleep, we eliminate the stress. We try to open the sail so that the winds of grace can push us into, higher and higher levels of awareness so that we don't kind of keep making the same dumb mistakes. We can try to shine the light on what's going on inside of us so that we can let it go or change it. Or it's just, the awareness of it is the shifting point. Oh, I didn't see that before. And then you might even see it again. And you don't need to judge yourself or hate yourself. It's a long, hard road, ladies and gentlemen. It can be anyways. For some people, it's like, pop, boom, 1/10,000th of a second. They're there forever. For the rest of us, it's a slow, transformative process of the grace of awakening to what really, truly is. Outside of the programs, to become that awareness, to identify as that, the witness, to identify as the source, that which is the center, that which doesn't change. The body changes, it gets old, gray, and dies. Relationships change, environments change, concepts change, perceptions change. But that which is in you that is true and real forevermore is that source energy. It's being. And it's the foundation, it's the core. It's the bedrock. And the more we can identify with that, the easier that we can deal with the changes that come with being a human being. So I really hope the best for everyone. It's been a pleasure to serve you. We'll see what happens. Are we ready to go? Okay, cool. Got to hit the post office. Got a lot to do. We're cleaning up, getting ready to bounce. So this might be the last one in this kitchen. I do have some soaked almonds. I'd kind of like to make another batch of coconut almond yogurt. It's like, man, make lemon ginger blast, coconut almond yogurt. But it's just, that's the thing. It's the same thing over and over again, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just get the basic, like 20 or 30 recipes, if that. 12 or 15, really. Basic recipes, some juices, a couple of smoothies, a few salad dressings, then you can just, okay, today I'll use rosemary, tomorrow I'll use cilantro. And you get your favorites, the stuff that you can source, and you don't reinvent the wheel, and you don't have to do all this crap on Instagram. Oh, look how beautiful that is. It's way too complicated. And it makes it impossible to stick with it. So simple, basic, plain stuff that I've been doing for years, it really works. I'm very grateful. I'm just getting started, though, on the path of health, because I've been noticing a lot of stuff. And the great, good one that is within is awakening. So I'm wishing everyone the best. I'm wishing you the absolute best. I'm praying for you. I hope you're praying for me. It's a beautiful world. Let's all have fun, enjoy ourselves, and get healthy. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Be persistent, okay? Your boy DGM is signing out. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. I sure do appreciate you. That is the truth. Can you dig it? I'm out.